It's like the little engine that could. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April if you've never been here before, and today I want to review my camera, which is the Sony ZV1F. First thing, a little bit about me is I recently started a YouTube channel a year ago. It's just a booktube channel where I get to talk about books. Even though I love tech, I am not a tech reviewer. So really this is just your average person who wanted a camera review. If you're looking for all the specs, all the settings, all the things, there's so many videos out there like that. This is not going to be one of those videos. This is purely my thoughts on the camera after using it for a solid year. Now, why I got the camera, before when I started my YouTube channel, I did start on my phone, which I have a Samsung Galaxy S21. I have loved all of the Galaxy phones. I've had almost all of them. This is the latest one. And while it did the job, the one thing that the two things that really annoyed me about making videos on my phone for YouTube was the fact that the audio kind of sucks. I had to use an external microphone just to get really good audio. Also, constantly deleting space on my phone, running out of space on my phone, and those kind of things. It just kind of got really annoying to me. And so I was looking for a camera. The reason I was drawn to the Sony ZV1F was that it was a vlogging camera and it was basic and simple. I did have a Canon Rebel T3 way back in the day. It's a very entry-level DSLR, and while I did get used to manual mode and the different settings and the different ISO on that, I didn't want to mess with any of those settings. I literally wanted a camera that I could push record and go, and that is exactly what I got with the Sony ZV1F. Now let's start in with some of my favorite things about the camera. Again, ease of use. It is so easy to use. I literally just hit record and go. I don't have to mess with a lot of the settings, especially if you just keep it on auto. It does have kind of a background defocus mode, which I don't honestly use that often. Sometimes I guess, but not really. I like to keep things clear and nice. I did upgrade from the 32 gigabyte SD card that it came with to the 128 gigabyte card, and honestly that's been enough for me. I could do like several videos on it, several hours of videos on it. Another thing I like about it is also kind of one of the things that I think could be improved on it, which is the focus mode. It will track your eyes or really wherever the focus point you want to set it at. However, if I look away and then I look back, the focus mode will take a little bit of a second to refocus. So sometimes it's a little bit longer in different situations, as well as when you're outside vlogging or when you're really going from different lighting sources back and forth. Just give it a moment, it will refocus on you. But again, if you're looking away and moving and doing things, it's gonna try and find you, and sometimes it might take a little bit to find you again. Another thing I really love about this camera is the audio quality. I'm sitting fairly close to the camera right now. If you haven't noticed, I am actually filming on the Sony ZV1F right now. This is the quality that you get. This is the sound quality you get. The camera is about arm's length away, so it's exactly what its intended use for is, and I think it looks and sounds great. I never have to mess with the audio, specifically outside. The little windscreen at the top, that guy, he does the job, let me tell you. I've been outside in my garden doing videos when it's really windy outside. I've been at the lake when it's windy, and honestly, you can still hear me very well. I recently did a tour where some people were talking about 6 feet away, 8 feet away, and I think you could still really hear the person out loud, and I didn't have to do anything extra special to the audio to make you hear them. I absolutely love that. I love not having to adjust settings, mess with peripherals or additions to the camera. Like I know a lot of them, you can just easily buy an external microphone and plug it in. But honestly, I just am lazy and I don't want to do that. Another plus to this camera is the price point. I think I got it for under $500 on special. I don't know what it is right now. In fact, let me see what it is right now. Where's my phone? Let's just see. It looks like right now you can get the content creators box on Amazon for $400, which honestly I think is a really good price for this camera. Another thing I really like about this camera is you can use it as a webcam, which again, I do have a caveat to that. I have used it as a webcam with my computer for several different live streams with StreamYard. If you're a YouTuber and you do live shows, you probably use StreamYard. Yeah, the camera is plug and play, so it's super easy to find it. We'll go into the things that I think could be better about this camera. Again, with the webcam capability, my Samsung tablet is like a computer replacement type thing for me. I use it more than a laptop when I'm not working. And I really wanted to use this camera as a webcam with that. However, the Samsung tablet does not recognize it as a USB device. I could not get it to work. I tried so many different things. I've Googled the crap out of it and I still can't figure it out. So if you can get it to work with a Samsung tablet, let me know because I'm just failing at that. Also, again, the focus mode, where sometimes it will be out of focus, kind of gets annoying sometimes. But it's just one of those things where tech isn't gonna work as quickly as you want it to, so just give it a minute and it'll refocus on you when you're out and about. Now there are different settings, so a lot of different settings, honestly. You can use different filters, you can use different movie modes, different things. Honestly, I don't use them. I am just a person that I don't need all the extras. I keep it on the intelligent audio setting and just go from there. Sometimes I do use the product focus mode or the product, I forget what it's called exactly, like presenting mode, where it will focus on something in front of you really quickly. I usually keep it off though, because you know what? That's just not a setting that I use a lot. Another downside to this, I do think, is that the flip out screen does come from the side, so sometimes it is very distracting. And you always look at yourself. I do really think that the screen being on top would honestly target your eyes this way instead of this way. So it's just one of those things that can kind of be annoying. You really have to remember to look at the lens and not yourself. Is it the fanciest camera? No, it is plastic as well, so be careful with it. You definitely don't want to drop it. If you do, it might break. I haven't dropped it yet, but you know what? I'm very cautious with it. I definitely bought a small carrying case for it so that way it wouldn't get all messed up while I'm traveling. Let's talk about the battery. The battery, honestly, it's a battery. It's gonna die on you when you use it a lot. So just keep it charged. You can get extra batteries, like 3 extra batteries and a charger for $20 on Amazon. And I think that's a perfect accessory to buy. Let's go for accessories. I know there's a Bluetooth vlogging, like tripod type of thing that you could use, but honestly, I got probably the cheapest one you could find. This one was less than $20. And it, again, has done the job. I don't really think that you need buttons on the tripod if you don't want to, because you can tap the screen and it'll record. It'll start to record. There's also a button on top. You just tap the top button and it'll record. And again, that is exactly what I bought this camera for, to literally hit a button and go. And it does that. The other accessory that I bought that was really important for me was this little guy. Of course, it's just an SD card reader. I use this in my tablet when I'm editing videos and want to transfer them over. So those two things I think I really recommend getting. Also, extra batteries and extra SD cards always for anyone who takes lots of video. Kind of wish that I could get different colors with the dead cat on top of the camera, just because, I mean, it all looks like a troll doll. They do get kind of messed up sometimes. I know mine has hair and twigs and stuff stuck in it. It's gonna need to be replaced, and I kind of want a hot pink one just because it does look like a troll doll, okay? Maybe I can find that on Amazon. Who knows? You can usually find everything. So my overall thoughts on this camera is that I have loved it. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed using it. I think it's so easy and so beginner friendly that anyone could buy this and start using it right away. If you have a person in your life that is a content creator and maybe you want to treat them, or maybe you yourself are a content creator and you want to treat yourself, highly recommend this one. It's definitely an upgrade from your phone, and I think it just does the job without all the bells and whistles to make you confused. Again, not a super techie person. I do love gadgets and try to use them to the best of my ability, but sometimes you just want to keep it simple, and that's what this is. But anyways, this is my review of the Sony ZV-F1. Again, I really love this camera. I think it was a worthwhile purchase, and I don't know, let me know your thoughts on it. Have you used this camera? Are you looking into a camera? If you have questions about it below, I'll do my best to answer them, but don't expect me to know everything, cause I don't. Thank you for watching. If you're joining me here, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.